What's good, y'all? We're gonna get it popping here real soon. All right, man. Raging Rebels, crown up. What it is, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's the damn deal? How y'all doing? I missed y'all. Yeah, man, we gotta see what they talking about. They can't just drop some shit on some MyGM shit and then don't tell us what they got going on, man. I need more detail because I was gonna do a video for y'all, and then I saw they was gonna do a live stream, so I was like, all right, they gonna probably answer all the questions that I had anyway. So we gonna see what they got. be coming on the next 60 seconds. So, yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie. From the little bit of shit that I did see, I was impressed that they actually brought money figures back and shit like that. But, you know, I got to see if they really gonna be about that life, or they just, showing it just to sell some shit, and then we get it, and then it's gonna be whack. I ain't gonna lie, it gave me an old school. GM feel from back in the day. It looked like an updated version of the GMO from back in the day, but honestly, that's all I really needed. You know what I'm saying? Just bring that shit back. The fact we even got it back in the game is pretty fucking dope. Jay, what's good? Chris Young Gun, what's good, man? What's good, y'all? Yeah, we out in this bitch, man. We out in this bitch. I missed y'all, man. How y'all doing out there in TV land, man? Yeah, man. Like I said, I was gonna do a video for y'all on the shit, but I saw that they was streaming the shit, so I figured why not just live stream with it? You know what I'm saying? Why not just live stream with it and get a live reaction? You know what I mean? They gonna make us wait another 2 fucking minutes, son. That's all good. That's all good. Give more time for more people to get their ass up in here. Probably go hit my bowl one more time too. How is y'all doing out there in TV land, man? And they got the epic music going and shit. The epicness of the musicness and shit. Got my beer ready. I'm off today, so. If you haven't already, for those that are tuning in, if you like to stream at any point in time, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe, man. Likes and subscriptions on YouTube are absolutely free. Donate through Super Chat if you feel you should do so, man. Donations are always welcome. Not mandatory, but always welcome. Now let's get into the motherfucking show. Show me what you got. LA, what's good, bro? What's good?
Jinx. I am the creative director of the WWE 2K franchise, and with me once again...
Hey y'all, I am Christina GM Pham, art producer on WWE 2K22, and welcome to episode 2 of Ringside Report, brought to y'all by the teams at 2K and Visual Concepts.
Now, if you missed the first episode of the Ringside Report with that sweet gameplay, click the link below this video to check it out. But in the meantime, we're here to provide regular updates and deep dives.
I don't know about y'all. Look, Christine over here can get it.
Of WWE 2K22.
And of course, you'll hear from both Lionel and myself on a regular basis through the game's launch in March on game updates, DLC, patches, and more. And also, again, we're not doing this alone because we're bringing the homies from the dev team with us.
Well, so y'all know damn, y'all better not just have the Undertaker for DLC. That pissed me off. I don't know.
MyGM mode, where you take on the role of a WWE general manager to prove whether you have what it takes to run the most successful brand in sports entertainment. So, please join me in welcoming 3 folks who were instrumental in making MyGM a reality. Design director Alan Flores, senior designer Chris Mecenas, and
Alan Flores, why that motherfucker look like Sean Connery with long hair?
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I have my MyGM outfit on today.
Yeah, she can get it.
So having those different combinations of things kind of affect the way that your game is going to play throughout. So you can play as Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, or a custom GM. You can play as Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK. And it's really pretty interesting.
Oh, NXT and NXT UK.
Each one of those choices is going to give you a very powerful power card that you can play throughout the course of the game. So like, For example, Adam Pearce will allow you to, he's got an instigator card. If you play that, then all of your rivalries will be increased by 1 level. Or if you play as Sonya Deville, you'll be able to boost the morale of your entire roster.
To me, the next part of the mode is my favorite part. Is selecting the draft, right? So selecting your superstars, but I always find trouble like trying to select a balanced roster because I get my eyes get big whenever I see like those big names on the board that's still available, and then I run out of money. So I know there's a lot that goes into booking.
Speaking of Dream Roster, players, they can upload their own custom draft pool that include created superstars too. So they're going to be able to go wild with that. When they create their custom superstars, it will generate a cost for them. And speaking of which, when you're drafting, something to also be very careful about is how much it's going to cost when you draft them. You have a budget when you go into it, and if you spend all your money after the draft, you might not have money to sign free agents, enhancement talent, legends. There's a lot of things you can do with money, so you got to be very careful.
I'm exactly
I like that. I like that. Nice, deep and in depth. I like that shit.
I can, and I go in with $0 trying to set up this entire show, and I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. Oh no. If you have the budget, you can have awesome matches in Hell in a Cell or TLC, but those cost a little bit extra money to set up. So if you don't have the budget, then you're stuck running one-on-one normal matches or tag team matches with no
oh shit! So the money affect the type of matches you can have and shit too. See, that's the shit I like right there.
Or you can move up into like concert halls and even these giant arenas that can give you bonuses, not only just to your show ratings, but also if you achieve certain little goals assigned to those things.
We have a store where you can buy different power cards, where you can buy a lot of useful things, like there's a health spa. So say I have a superstar that's feeling, maybe I put him in 5 Hell in a Cells in a row, so he's a little bit injured or something like that, he's a little bit down. So they're like, all right, here's a health spa. You go there for a week and rest, and then you boost some of your stamina, just take a little bit of a break. But we also have a system of commissioner goals where basically Triple H will show up, will say, I want you to don't put Drew McIntyre in a match this week. And if you do that, then you can earn a power card from him. And some of those are very powerful things that will boost your ratings, boost your superstars. It's really a lot of fun stuff in there.
Yeah, see, I tend to be
there we go. Shit.
The guy who just follows.
I was cooking with grease, goddamn.
You always play like the villain type of GM.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't really consider myself a bad guy when I'm doing it. My superstars react that way. So basically what I do is I will book them in the hardest matches I can to really boost my ratings all the time. And they'll complain. They'll come to me in the dramas where, like, I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling injured. And then if I actually put them in another match, they become injured. Then they'll come to me like, what the heck are you doing? I'm injured. I knew this was going to happen. And then there's a tendency where they might want to leave. So I try and, use some of the
shit, so they want to come, they want to go. I like that, bro.
Give them a little bit extra money, so they're going to hang around and fill out my brand still.
So I want to get into, once you actually build out your shows for the week, let's talk about some of the different variations of how you can view your show, because there's the option to simulate an entire show, you can play these matches, but then also one of my favorites is that you can spectate as, yeah, exactly what Lionel's did. You can spectate. And let's call out that Spectate Mode is exclusive to MyGM. So Chris, I want you to talk about what this means for the player experience.
Obviously, you can play your matches. We really wanted to make sure you were able to do that. Another really cool thing is, and I know, like, maybe you thought that you wouldn't be seeing your GM anytime in the ring, but you're going to be able to use your GM and interfere in matches as well. Whether that's one of the ones you picked or one of your created ones, you finally get to see yourself in some action.
That's just crazy.
But Christina, like you're mentioning, Spectate, you're going to be able to do a really good job at basically being in the production truck and acting as if you were running the show from that side. It was really cool. It's something we haven't seen before. I don't believe so. You get to, like, change the cameras at will. And basically, how you think you should run the show, you finally get the chance to run the show.
Holy shit!
As you might, I know you want to maybe cheese a 5-star rating out of there. I know, I'm assuming that's probably what you would do. But if you really want to get the highest
ratings,
ratings,
brought back the bouncy ball animation for the ladder match
that
like
are going to give you your ratings at the end of the day.
Why you always gotta pick on me though?
Yeah, I feel like Chris is saying Lionel isn't great at building these matchups. So he's not going to get these 5-star ratings.
Chris is looking at my stats, and he's just seeing like, yeah, I never got out of the high school gym because I keep blowing my budget. You know, like I don't listen to, you know, I listen to Triple H all the time. So, you know, like I'm just a rule follower, I guess, man.
Brian, I do want you to go into what happens post-match.
Definitely. So regardless of whether you are playing, spectating, or simulating,
Who the fuck?
after you are completing your match card, you go to a nice post-match breakdown screen, get a nice little match report that you can click on for all of your matches to show you, like, well, when you went in this match, you can see that these styles didn't quite click, or it was, you know, people were hoping to see maybe a higher popularity superstar in the main event, and we're surprised to see this superstar in there. So there's a lot of really cool things that can really help out for people.
That made you be an actual fan of this bitch. I like that.
Here we go. Here we go. This is just going to keep piling it on, huh? See how it is.
And then we get a nice breakdown screen that shows you exactly what you did that impacted your revenue, that impacted your viewership. And as Alan alluded to earlier, there's also some fun social media posts on the side when you get to these screens. I'll giving you hints, but also giving you a little bit of flavor going into your specific MyGM season. It's just cool having that kind of flavor, that kind of personality to MyGM that kind of grows as your season grows throughout the 15, 25, or 50-week season.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
what
what the
can
fuck?
our fans come to expect when they actually play through a complete session?
Well, I mean, the goal of the mode is to win, basically. So you decide if you're going to play against an AI GM or you can play against another person. You can play local co-op. We've even figured out a way to do some remote play via Steam remote play type of thing. So you can play a little bit of online play that way. So basically, your goal is to win. So throughout the course of the week, you're going to put on weekly shows. You want to make those great, but you're building towards a pay-per-view every 5 weeks. So then there's real WWE pay-per-views. There's like Backlash and Extreme Rules, with ending up with your WrestleMania at the end. So on your courses you're going through there, you're trying to build up money, unlock new arenas, get new logistics, get better crew, all that type of stuff, make your show bigger and bigger, make more money, and then go into WrestleMania with a bunch of killer rivalries, put on your best show, and then just go in and destroy your opponent. That's the goal.
So you mean how I'm going to destroy Chris the next time we play?
Like promises or like rematches, or Triple H will be saying you're doing this kind of poorly. And those are ways of getting tips as well. Like Triple H will tell you what you should be doing better. So I really hope you're paying attention to those right now, because you're going to probably need those along the way. I don't need those, but I do want to make sure that I'm keeping my superstars happy. That's something that you're going to have to also manage throughout the season, is your superstars' happiness and their morale.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I love you guys have done was building in those tips that you talk about. Like, even like when you talk about the draft, like that little hint at the bottom of like, hey, here's who we recommend you guys draft based on who you already drafted. And so, like, we hold your hand throughout the entire process, which to me, it makes it way less intimidating when jumping in to this brand new mode to our game.
People want to draft their top guys that they like, which is great, you know, but it's like, well, maybe this person will match up a little bit better with that person, just so they understand it, as opposed to just going, I have these two top stars, what's going on? They're not getting the ratings that I want. It's like, well, you have two guys that are slowly plotting around each other, and they're not putting on a good match, right? So that's where we're trying to help people put on the best matches possible.
That's one point when you're talking about putting on those matches and pairing people up properly. There, at the very end, when it shows you the match breakdown, you'll get a certain amount of stars, obviously, but then there'll be comments like 1.5 stars, disappointing, and that hurts. That could have picked any word, disappointing. I'm like, oh man.
But Christina, does that hurt more than like the fans calling you out for having a terrible show? I get, man, that stuff, I get butthurt. I'm just like, oh,
yeah, definitely.
You didn't like my show.
I mean, it just compiles at that point. So
does it continue after the season is what I want to know, motherfuckers.
There's nothing worse than being a SmackDown show and just seeing someone like, oh, Raw really did great this week. What happened, SmackDown?
Yeah. Well, we are just about out of time. So I got one final question. So you're pulling up MyGM for the first time. Which GM are you picking? What brand are you running? And who's your first draft pick? Let's start with Lionel, because there's been a lot of smack talk.
Okay. Smack talk. So I'm going to stick with SmackDown, because I'm going to lay SmackDown on Chris. And Alan, if you want to step in too, like, I got it all for you guys. Brian, me and you are cool. I ain't got nothing, man. And for MyGM, I am choosing Adam Pearce for obvious reasons. We have a lot of things in common. Shiny domes. But yeah, that's my top two right there.
Alan. No, wait, hold on. Chris, you've done the most smack talking today, so you're next.
I feel like I think it was equal. Well, he took my show. I was gonna go SmackDown, but
because you was talking all that mess. I gotta go SmackDown.
Okay. So does the season continue after it's over with? That's really what I didn't get the answer to.
Because you'll see what their power card is, and then you'll be scared. But for my GM, I'm gonna go with Shane McMahon because we also have something in common. But that's gonna be a battle for the ages. Just don't worry.
I'm inspired, man. I'm gonna practice my people's eyebrow, man. I'm gonna get that down and whip that candy ass.
All right, Alan, who you got?
I definitely have to go with Sonya Deville because she has her power card is basically she boosts the morale of the roster, which is very useful for me when I'm, driving people to the ground, making them very upset. They come and complain to me like she's going to take care of them, make sure that it's all good, so they're going to hang up and be okay. Then I would probably pick Raw because that allows you to basically mess with the other show and beat some of their superstars.
I'm going to be the GM that I pick. Because, like I said, we could have custom GMs, so I'm going to make my own character through popularity, up-and-coming superstars, and have like a little David versus Goliath thing going on, maybe a little John Cena versus Dexter Lumis or something, for WrestleMania. I think we can make that happen. I think the fans want to see it.
Would.
Nice. All right. I forgot who was my first pick. I'm picking some enhancement talent. A free agent. I'm gonna pick the Silence or whatever the mime is. That's my guy. I mean, he's gonna tear you up, Chris.
Well, I'm going Roman Reigns, so you can acknowledge that, okay?
Just gonna be like this the whole time. Shut you up.
So it looked like they're gonna have like creative characters you can sign and enhancement talent shit. I like that. They actually have enhancement talent.
Stephanie McMahon, but I have this really fresh MyGM suit on, so I'm gonna go with Brian's answer. I'm gonna create myself. I'm gonna run Raw, and I'm gonna pick the EST Bianca Belair. And then I'm gonna go against Brian.
Ooh, there we go. You do the Bianca taunt, like twirling your ponytail.
So like, does it continue afterwards or not, bro?
That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much to Alan, Brian, and Chris for joining us on today's episode.
That's great.
We're gonna try this again. All right, y'all. That's it for our time today. Thank you to Chris, Alan, and Brian for joining us on today's episode about MyGM. And if you missed our kickoff episode about all things gameplay, click the link below to check it out.
Thank you all for tuning in. We will talk to you again soon. And in the meantime, check us out on social media, WWE Games. Peace.
Bye.
I still want to know, like, when you complete a season, do you continue or does the shit just start all over? Because, like, it seemed like they started to answer that and then they just didn't. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I got from it, man. I don't know. What y'all think, bro? What y'all think? What y'all think about it? Because, like I said, it looks like an updated version of what the old school MyGM mode used to be, and I have no problem with that. As long as it run right, as long as it play right, that's all I'm really worried about. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. What y'all think, babe? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because it's 2K, I'm kind of iffy, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really am. I'm liking what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna be all over that MyGM mode. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be all over that shit. Cause I just got to see. It's just way too many motherfucking questions I got to see. You know what I'm saying? And when I play a wrestling game, I'm gonna get deep. I'm gonna get deep up in that motherfucker. Keyword fun. It do look fun. Like if it play right and it's fun, bro. Like that's all I'm really looking for. You know what I'm saying? It do look fun. It look fun as fuck. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna cap. It do look fun as fuck. It really do. I'm rooting for them, whether I good or not. I hope it's good. I think that's what it is too. I just think everybody just hoping for a good wrestling game, bro. It's as long as we didn't ever went without a fucking wrestling game, bro. You know what I'm saying? So long as we didn't ever went without a wrestling game, man. This one like really needs to be good. That's all I'm really looking for. Long as it's good, I'm chilling. Long as it's good, I am chilling. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not a fan of pre-ordering, but I may just go ahead and get it just to see what they got. I may get it just to see what they got. Just to see what it's gonna offer. I mean, it can't be no worse than WWE 2K20, can it? 20 days, less than 3 weeks. Hell yeah, less than 3 weeks away, man. It's getting closer to that time. So shit, I figured why not? You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck around and get it just to see what they got. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'ma share it with y'all, so and I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. So hell yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh look, check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream real quick, so I can finish downloading this Dying Light 2, and I'm gonna stream that here in a little bit as soon as it's done downloading. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. Short stream for now. We got another one coming up, so be on the lookout for it, man. And I'll see y'all later.